Over the last couple of months, I've been meditating a lot. And I've been getting these signs about the things that I want, or one specific thing that I want. And I find myself not trusting those signs.
Stop that. So what you're saying is that you've got some habits of thought, some disbelief about something, but then you're managing to quiet your mind and you're able to suspend the disbelief. And then when the impulse comes, or the sign, or the awareness of it, as soon as you get focused upon it, the disbelief comes back up again. Well, just keep going, and after a while that disbelief will not come back up. But here's the thing that we really want you to hear, all of you to hear. Most would say, well, until what I want manifests, then I won't believe it. And we say, but you've got to have some faith or trust in the process. And so we're asking you not to feel certainty about it and not to need it to manifest, because that's what gooses up the distrust, because reality is confirming that you shouldn't believe it because it hasn't happened. So reality will always prove that your dream is not happening, or at least that it hasn't happened yet. And that's the whole point of this conversation that we're having these days. We're asking you not to look for trust or belief, because that might be over here closer to the manifestation. We're just asking you to feel satisfied in the thought. So when you see the sign, it could be really satisfying to you. You see what we're getting at? The thought just feels good. So if you're looking for satisfaction of the thought, not power to create it right now in my experience right now.
And I do feel satisfaction, but it usually, I'm so close.
You're starting to think too much. So just feel the satisfaction, and in time that satisfaction will turn to trust. If it feels like mistrust rather than satisfaction, it can't turn to trust. Did you hear that? So if you find satisfaction can turn to more satisfaction, more and more, and then it can turn to trust, and then it can come to belief, and then it can turn to knowing, and then it turns to reality. This full-blown, manifested in every way, where you can translate it through all of your physical senses, and so can others. But in the beginning, just ask for satisfaction. Not proof, not evidence, not speed, not momentum, just satisfaction. Ooh, that thought felt good. Ooh, that thought feels good. Feels good. That is such a satisfying thought. Esther is finding herself all through the day acknowledging how satisfying this is. How satisfying this is. How satisfying this is. She spent almost a whole day in the airport last week, on Monday, in one airport or another, and had more lovely encounters with more lovely experiences than usually a week or two or three or four will yield her, because she just kept finding a reason to feel satisfied, which would just bring something else and something else and something else and something else. She accomplished more that day on her computer in the Sky Lounge than most weeks yield to her. Doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter what's happening, when you get in that satisfaction mode. And we're making it sound like it's just little things, but it's all things. It is as easy to create a castle as a button, and it is as satisfying to create a button as a castle. Yeah, if you really need a button.